Okay. There's so many people out there. I'm talking about the politicians in Washington, mostly the Democrats, who believe that we could pay off our deficit simply by printing more and more money. But what they're failing to realize is every time they print out more and more money, the value of that US currency, the value of the US dollar, becomes worth less and less, and then eventually becomes worthless. So, really, they're making more deficit for themselves, for the country, and, we'll never be able to pay it off. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying. We're not going to be able to pay it off now. We're not going to be able to pay it off now. Well, that might be true, um, but the way the Democrats are running it, it will be 100% true. Okay. There is a way to, you know, get rid of the debt if, the people in Washington agree to do it. Okay. Here's the plan. Step one, if it's still going on, that is. Step one has two parts: stop shipping jobs overseas and replace the old jobs that are no longer here with new jobs that people want to do and that people can do. Okay. The second part goes back to the 1970s. Okay. In 1970, let me give you a history lesson for those of you who don't know. Nixon was forced to close the gold window because here's the thing: by advisory from his staff, um, they had to close the gold window because there wasn't as much gold as they claimed that there was. So there was more paper currency than there was of gold, okay? So they couldn't keep their promise and they had to close the gold window. Well, we need to reopen it, okay? And the reason why I say that is because when the paper currency is backed by something of real intrinsic value, which is what gold and silver and other precious metals are, then it gives the US currency more purchasing power. It gives it life, it gives it strength, and it will do more than it is now when it's not backed by something of real intrinsic value. And we'll have a much better chance of getting our deficit paid off. The third part of the deal is don't let history repeat itself, okay? We know what we did to get in to this massive deficit, okay? So let's do whatever is necessary to prevent ourselves from making the same mistakes again, okay? Now, as far as we go, okay, we need to make smarter choices. That's why people like Dave Ramsey are around, okay? We need to look for stuff that's on sale, buy in bulk of the stuff that we use most often. You know, a lot of people say, well, I'll just use coupons. Well, if that works for you, great. I don't like to do that myself. Excuse me, because here's a fact. When you're using coupons, not only does it take a long time to, find the right coupons, then you have to clip them out, and it's just a mess. It's just a hassle, in my opinion. So you know what you buy, okay? If you need to, write it down. Buy in bulk, okay? Look for stuff that's on sale and buy in bulk. That way, you only have to go to the store once, okay? Here's the thing: you also need to take what you earn and say, okay, this is what I earn, and these are my bills. Okay. Um, After you pay the bills, you know, deduct what you have. In other words, like if you have $700 in the account before you pay your bills, and after you pay your bills, you have like 100 or 150, then say, okay, I'm going to put this in an emergency fund. An emergency fund is another great way to build towards the future. A lot of people ask me, well, is investing in the stock market a good idea? No, it isn't. Okay. Investing in the stock market is a bad idea because with the fluctuation of the stock market, with it going up and down, up and down, up and down, you never know when it is a good time to buy and when it is a good time to sell. Okay. How do you know when it's going to reach its lowest? How do you know when you're going to have it reach its highest? You don't. But with precious metals, you see, because they are a rare commodity, which stocks aren't, then they don't fluctuate up and down as much, and they're a much safer investment. Okay, that's something I want you to think about. Okay, we as Americans are making stupid decisions with our finances. The majority of us are, and Dave Ramsey put it best. He says, people, when it comes to their finances, are proud of their stupidity. I don't know about you, but that's not something that I consider to be proud of, okay? It's not a good idea to be proud of your stupidity when it comes to your finances or anything, really. Please ignore that. That's my phone. So, but I want you to think about what I said today, okay? Our financial system is broke, okay? And we need to repair it. I'm just giving you the building blocks. I'm just giving you the foundation that you need in order to, make sure that things get better for you financially and for our country. However, please check with a certified financial advisor, in your area or as close to as possible before you follow any of my advice, okay? I believe that I'm telling you the truth. But to play it safe, I want you to check with a certified financial planner. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.